What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Some NFL commentary for you. Do me a favor. Take a moment. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Criticism in the comment section. Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. I don't always recommend you to watch other people's channels, but when I do, it's for a pretty good reason. There's a link down in the description. This guy made a Madden parody that's absolutely hilarious. I've probably watched the son of a bitch like 8 times. So if you want to have a good laugh when this is over, go ahead and knock that thing out, and you'll thank me for it later. Secondarily, I want to talk about Johnny Manziel and Drew Rosenhaus, who apparently, I've read isolated reports. I don't know this to be fact, but supposedly this is the only time Drew Rosenhaus has actually terminated his agreement with a client. And what he's basically done is given Johnny Manziel the ultimatum for his NFL career, at least in representation by Drew Rosenhaus, that he is rescinding his representation of him in an effort to help him get the treatment that he needs. And that there's a 5-day window for him to be able to rescind this termination. And he's doing this, in quote, hoping he takes the necessary steps to get his life back on track, end quote. Now, I don't know a lot of your guys' ages. I know my age. I know there was a time where Drew Rosenhaus was seemingly public enemy number 1 to the NFL. He was young, brash, tough to negotiate, but did a lot for his clients. And a lot of people didn't like that. And a lot of media outlets drug him through the mud and wanted to paint this, horrid picture of this guy. And listen, he's a sports agent, right? He does what he does. He's done a pretty damn good job because guess what? He's still doing it right now. And I guarantee you, at least 40% of those schmucks that wrote all that shit about him aren't probably even in the NFL media market anymore, right? But for him to come out and say, listen, to a man, not as an agent to a player, but to a man, if you're not going to get your life in order to be able to play professional football, then I'm not going to be here to help you do it. And I think this is, if this isn't the turning point, and personally I feel like it's not. I feel like he's too far gone, and I've said that in prior videos. If this isn't the turning point, this is also Drew Rosenhaus essentially stating there's no more value in Johnny Manziel, the football player. So there has to be value found in Johnny Manziel, the person. And that's a deep statement coming from someone that represents you as an athlete. Now, I know there's been some talk about, living with Von Miller, some talk amongst the Broncos. I personally think this also will continue to help separate any NFL team from signing, aligning, being known to have the market presence for Johnny Manziel. I know there's some stories about him in a hit-and-run accident earlier this week. None of that stuff really matters anymore because, to me, Johnny Manziel is now known as former NFL football player Johnny Manziel. And when you don't have an agent that's willing to represent you, not as an athlete, but as a person, that says all I need to know. Not only about Johnny Manziel, but it also shows me a lot about Drew Rosenhaus. So I would love to know what you guys think about this. I appreciate you checking this video out, and I'll be back tomorrow with more content.